Paramahamsa Sadguru Shri Sattupasiye Namaha. Shri GuruGita. It has been stated that without worshipping Shri Guru, who is Parabrahman, all other superior sciences, knowledge and rituals, actions are in vain. Shloka 22 and 23. Veda Shastra Puranani Chetihāsādikāni ca Mantra Yantrādi Vidyāscha Mohano Chachatanādikam Shaiva Shaktāgamadini Hyānye ca Bahavo Mataha Apabhramsha Samastānam Jīvānam Bhranta Chetasam. Anuvada. The Vedas, Shastras, Puranas and Itihasas, histories, the sciences of mantras and yantras, the arts of enchantment, mohana, and exorcism, uchchatana, the Shaiva and Shakta agamas, and many other diverse doctrines, all these are but distortions, apabhramsha, that create confusion in the minds of beings who are already deluded. Bhavartha. Those who do not have a guru, those who lack Guru Bhakti, and those who do not recognize the Guru as Parabrahman, for them every other kind of knowledge only leads the jiva astray. Through the Guru Shishya Parampara, the Apaurushaya Srutis, the Vedas have been transmitted orally as knowledge to future generations. The chief message of the Vedas is dharma, duty or kartavya, karma, right action or kriya, and moksha, liberation or mukti. There are 4 Shrutis. Rig Veda contains hymns offered to the deities. Yajurveda teaches observances and the performance of yajnas. Samaveda contains hymns rendered in sweet melody with religious observance. Atharva Veda contains mantras for meeting the difficulties of daily life. In all these Vedas, there are 4 divisions: Samhita, hymns, prayers, and benedictory mantras; Brahmana, rituals, rites, and their procedures; Aranyaka, teachings covering birth and death, life beyond that, and disciplines for forest dwellers; Vanaprasthas; Upanishad, knowing Atma-jnana in the presence of the Guru. Smritis are actions that must be remembered. They represent the written tradition. They include the 4 Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. The 4 Upavedas, Ayurveda, health and the science of life; Gandharva Veda, knowledge of arts, dance, poetry and song; Dhanurveda, the science of warfare; Arthashastra, economics and governance. The Vedangas include Siksha, phonetics, Vyakarna, grammar, Kalpa, ritual procedure; Nirukta, etymology or roots of words; Chandas, prosody; Jyotishya, astronomy or astrology. Agamas includes topics such as creation of the universe, Tattva Shastra, religious observances, temple construction, and also matters of Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra. There are said to be 108 Vaishnava Agamas, 28 Shaiva Agamas, 64 Shakta Agamas, and many subsidiary Agamas. Dharmashastras, legal and interpretive texts based on the Vedas. Many rishis composed 108 Dharmashastras such as Manusmriti, Gautama Smriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, and Parashara Smriti. Itihasas, instructions given with affection and command such as Valmiki Ramayana, Yoga Vashishta, Mahabharata, Harivamsha, and Bhagavad Gita. Puranas, compiled with 5 characteristics: Sarga, creation; Pratisarga, recreation; Vamsha, lineages of devas and rishis; Manvantara, world cycles; and Vamshanucharita, histories of royal dynasties. These Puranas were compiled by Krishna Dvaipayana, the son of Parasara. In truth, Bhagwan with attributes, Saguna, is the reflection of Nirguna Parabrahman. A shloka that lists the names of the 18 Puranas is given. Darshanas. There are 6 philosophical systems based on the Maharshi's vision of Tattva Shastra. Each darshana has its own sutras, bhashyas, vritti, vartika, tika, and notes. Nyaya is written by Gautama Rishi. Vaisheshika is written by Kannada Rishi. Sankhya is written by Kapila Rishi. Yoga Sutra is written by Patanjali Rishi. Purva Mimamsa by Jaimina Rishi. Uttara Mimamsa or Vedanta, Vyasa Rishi. Tantra Shastra is described as consisting of 3 parts: Tantra, Yantra, and Mantra. Tantra consists of knowledge of the constitution of beings, bodily science, the science of life essence, and psychology and subtle knowledge, chakras, nadis, kundalini yoga, and the knowledge of moksha. Mantra is the sound vibrations that bring results upon the movement of the mind. Yantra, an instrument of sadhana, a symbolic, diagrammatic, and mathematical representation connected to the sadhana. There are also abhicharas, ritual operations that yield specific effects: marana, killing; uchchatana, driving away; jambana, complete destruction; stambhana, paralysis or immobilization; mohana, bewilderment; vashikarana, subjugation of another's mind; vidveshana, creating enmity among loved ones; keelana, piercing the nail; mukatva, making one mute; badhirya, deafness; andhya, blindness; sandhikarana, making someone powerless; rupasya parivartana, changing form; vachapahara, making one not listen, and so on. All this knowledge does not destroy prarabdha. Among the subtle states of desire, vasanas, Shastra Vasana becomes one of the causes for rebirth. Spiritual or worldly scholarship becomes the root of ahankara and casts the human being into delusion. Ajnana pushes the person downward, not to rise again. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayan nastya kritah kritena tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva bhigachet samitpani stotriyam brahmanishtam. The seeker who has clearly discerned this world of Maya, which arises from the fruits of karma, reflects thus: all that is produced by action, even so-called righteous action, is not eternal. Becoming free from fears and attachments and desiring to attain the eternal knowledge of the self, He takes firm refuge in Guru alone, who is learned in the Shruti and established in Brahman. Tasmai savidvan upasannaya samyak prashantachittaya shamanvitaya yenaksharam purusham veda satyam pravochatam tattvo brahma vidyam. Thus, to that disciple who approaches with true peace of mind, with self-restraint and equanimity, let the Guru definitely teach the Brahma Vidya by which one knows the imperishable, the truth spoken of by the Vedas. These shlokas in the first and second section of the Mundaka Upanishad clearly proclaim that Brahmanishta Guru teach the knowledge only to the person free from faults such as ego, having a peaceful mind that abides in the eternal bliss beyond birth and death. Apart from a Brahmanishta Guru, it is not possible through any other Shastra, knowledge, or through any individual to bestow eternal Ananda upon a person. Among the disciples of Sri Shankaracharya, 4 were incomparable. Padmapadacharya for intense bhakti, Sri Sureshwacharya for profound scholarship, Hastamalakcharya for Atma Sakshatkara, and Totakacharya, famed for exemplary service. Without a Brahmanishta Guru, learned knowledge becomes a path towards Ahankara. By taking refuge in a Brahmanishta Guru, which can lead to Brahmananda, an instance is narrated. Sri Shankaracharya undertook a Digvijay Yatra throughout Bharata to establish Advaita Vedanta. The Mimamsa thinker Kumarila Bhatta was undertaking self-immolation. He directed Sri Shankara to go to Mahismatipura, a city of Maheshwara in Madhya Pradesh, and debate with his dear and foremost disciple, Mandana Mishra, and draw him towards Advaita. Mandana Mishra was a Gauda Brahmana from Kanyakuja. He strictly followed Vedic injunctions. His wife, Ubhaya Bharati, possessed great knowledge. Because people worshipped him with reverence, he was known as Mandana Mishra. His actual name was Vishwarupa. When Sri Shankara reached Mandana Mishra's house, its door was shut from within. Since he was a sannyasi, by the Smriti rules he had no right to enter a closed house. Yet Sri Shankara, using his yogic powers, entered the house through the closed door. Mandana Mishra, being strict in Vedic practice, became angry on seeing a sannyasi without shikha and upavita. In his view, only those who sought to escape Vedic discipline took refuge in sannyasa ashrama. Since a shraddha was taking place in the house and brahmanas were dining, at such a time no outsider should be present. For a brahmana performing religious rites, this was intolerable. He felt that his karmacharana had been defiled. Then Sri Shankara explained that he had not come for alms but had come for debate and discussion. Mandana Mishra, who had never faced an equal in scholarship, agreed to debate as Kumarila Bhatta had desired. Sri Shankara appointed Ubhaya Bharati, renowned for her impartiality, intelligence, and learning, as the judge. A garland of flowers was placed on Sri Shankara and on Mandana Mishra. Whoever's garland withered first would be the defeated one, and the defeated one would become the disciple of the victor, accepting his ashrama dharma as agreed. In the course of Sri Shankara's arguments, Mandana Mishra's confidence in his karmas diminished. His wife, Ubhaya Bharati, questioned him, but before Sri Shankara's superior Advaita Siddhanta, she too ultimately took refuge. Mandana Mishra saw that his garland had withered. As per the agreement, he renounced the Grihastha accepted sannyasa, and became Sri Shankara's disciple. Sri Shankara then named him Sri Sureshvacharya, taught him Vedanta, and installed him as the pontiff of Sringeri, the southern Amnaya Pita among the four Amnayas. Parameshwara thus teaches that Vedas, Shastras, Puranas, and other learning without a Brahmanishta Guru become causes of delusion and lead beings to downfall. Paramahamsa Sadguru Sri Sattupasya Vacha. A Paramahamsa neither clings to nor abandons the Vedas and Shastras, Dharma, Satkarma, and Nishkarma. He does not reject them, nor does he establish them. For purposeless debates and disputes, there is no place for him. One must do sadhana and experience that wonder. It is not by arguing, it is Dvaita or it is Advaita. It is both Dvaita and Advaita. It is neither Dvaita nor Advaita. If it has form, it is. If it has no form, then it is not in that way. Thus the four Vedas and the Upanishads, again and again speaking of it, ultimately fell silent and merged into the ocean. He cannot be caught by anything. By words one cannot describe him. By writing one cannot reach him. One must come to the end in experience alone. When I becomes silent, then that itself becomes that. It is neither known nor forgotten. It is not understood, nor is it not understood. If it is, then everything is for him. Hands and feet, ears and nose, everything. If it is not, then there is nothing for him. Shri Sattupasye Namaha.